Hey everyone, welcome to the reading for today. We're going to see what you guys need to know right now. It's a general reading. It could be past, present, or future. You're going to know best how it resonates for you, okay? How it fits on the timeline. Let's just get straight into it and see what you need to know right now. What's going on in the current energy? What's happening, Spirit? What's the message? The Devil. The Six of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Two of Wands. Okay, and the Knight of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So there's some sort of control here, ego, anger, obsession, jealousy. Okay, we'll see what that is. When it comes to somebody receiving something, giving something to someone, equal give and take here. The Ten of Pentacles, some sort of large amount of money. This could be generational wealth. It could just be a lot of money, okay? And a choice that someone made here. So let's just see what this is. Why is the Devil here? Judgment, yeah. And I was just thinking, I feel like this has something to do with control, okay? The Sun in reverse, because they don't want the truth to come out about something. Judgment was the first card. The Devil, again. The Devil on top of the Devil. Yeah, control. Somebody here is really trying to control something. Okay, and my left ear is itching. Let's see, what's the Six of Pentacles? Isn't there some sort of a superstition around that? The left ear itching, but I don't know what it is. Okay, some sort of information, communication, something being said. About a Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Bad memories of the past with a family. Okay, or this is a Capricorn, heavy Capricorn. Okay, so this has to do with somebody in the family receiving something, some sort of communication, bad memories of the past, or someone that's immature, childish. Let's see, Ten of Pentacles. The Three of Wands, the Four of Wands. So this could have to do with a property, a home, an inheritance. Okay. And the Two of Wands in reverse, somebody trying to block this. This is what someone is planning. Someone here is trying to block something. What's the Two of Wands? The Two of Cups, the Seven of Wands, and the Nine of Pentacles. All right, so this has to do with a plan or what somebody is planning or going towards, a choice in a relationship, somebody trying to defend themselves, protect themselves, stand up for themselves and their independence, or some sort of money. Or this has to do with money surrounding a choice in a relationship. Somebody defending themselves, standing up for themselves. And we have Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Okay, tell me more about the Devil, please. The Five of Wands in reverse. There's no fight. There's no conflict. There's no argument here. The Five of Cups. Somebody doesn't want to fight. This has to do with sadness, somebody being in grief, depressed, not wanting to fight about something. What is the Devil? Cassette. Outdated thinking, replaying events over in your head, or something about an audio recording maybe. I feel like it's a crime hour, guys. I gotta be honest. Okay, so something about an audio tape maybe, or replaying some sort of events over in your head, a recording of some sorts. I like you. Yeah, no, this is an audio recording. This is someone talking on a tape. Okay, the truth is coming to light now about someone talking on a tape, all right, or some sort of a listening device. What's judgment? The truth is there was no betrayal. The truth is there was no ultimate betrayal. There's no painful ending here. That's the truth. That's why there's judgment here. The Eight of Swords. Somebody is the truth about someone being trapped or feeling stuck, feeling imprisoned. What is that about? It's about this community. Okay, so the truth is coming out about a community of people. What's the Eight of Swords though? The Eight of Swords is the courthouse in reverse. So not going to court. Somebody doesn't want something to go to court. Or they're trying to avoid it going to court. We'll see what that is. What's the Devil? A message of concern. Yeah, it's an audio tape of some sorts, I feel. Okay, high honor here at the bottom. A message of concern over someone being angry, volatile, sad, obsessive, something like that. Tell me more about that. Boat, receiving what you need, progressing, arriving, moving on. Boat. A message of concern about a boat, or a message of concern about a bee. What is that about? A chariot, a car. A message of concern about a car, about someone driving in the car. Okay, someone traveling in the car. A Queen of Cups in the reverse. A message of concern about someone traveling in a car, someone being jealous, angry, volatile, obsessive, controlling. But the truth is there was no betrayal. There was no fight. There was no betrayal. There was no message of concern. They didn't want the truth to come out about this, though. A community didn't want the truth to come out about this because they didn't want, I mean, the courthouse reverse could be about like something changing jurisdictions, okay, or changing hands in a way. Tell me more about the Six of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles and the King of Cups. All right, so this has to do with a lot of money, generational wealth. Okay, some sort of an inheritance here, and a King of Cups, receiving something. Who's this King of Cups, and what's this about with this inheritance, or this generational wealth, this large amount of money? A courtship. This has to do with a relationship. Okay, so someone in a relationship, or something about a partnership, a friendship. What is this? Somebody making bad choices. This has to do with somebody making a bad choice. They came in with this communication that somebody wants to receive some sort of money here or generational wealth. A Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Could be a family member. Or saying something about someone's choices, that someone makes bad choices with money. What's this plan about? Three of Wands. The Seven of Cups. Somebody here is trying to create confusion. Okay. The Star, about a wish fulfillment. What is this star, this wish fulfillment here? A thief, yeah. So they try to say that someone is coming in to steal this, or it has to do with someone coming in to steal a lot of money, or they're lying about this. That's the plan, to create some sort of confusion in order to steal some sort of money here. So what's this Two of Wands? A choice that was made. A choice that was made with marriage, with a married couple. Okay, what's that? Marriage. Somebody did not make the call. Somebody did not get the call. Somebody didn't call someone. What is that about? Somebody didn't call someone on the phone. Knight of Wands, to take some sort of action. Okay, so this has to do with a choice that was made. Somebody planned this, but somebody didn't make the call. They didn't get the call to take action, quick action. The King of Wands. So somebody got the call, or they didn't make the call. Justice. Eight of Wands in reverse. No, something got blocked. Something got blocked here by Justice. The Tower. Something got blocked. Somebody didn't make the call. And this has to do with someone traveling, going on a journey. So it kind of looks like here somebody came in with a message of concern. It's like an emergency kind of a thing with some sort of an audio recording, okay, some sort of communication. They came in with communication. They lied about it. They created confusion. This has to do with someone traveling, but this got blocked. Somebody didn't make the call. What does that mean? Someone did not make the call, or somebody didn't get the call. The Page of Swords and the Star. Again, Aquarius is here twice. And somebody communicating, making the call, or communicating something, information. The Star. I feel like it's Aquarius energy. The Two of Swords in reverse. Now something is being seen clearly about a call that was made. This has to do with a King of Cups and someone being hurt. Someone being heartbroken, someone being hurt. Or somebody made a call, but it wasn't who someone thought it was. Somebody did not make the call. And they're exposed now. And now they're exposed. Okay, what else? This was manipulation by a Queen of Wands in reverse, and someone needing some sort of protection, somebody needing to be defended, or something about protecting someone, defending someone, putting up boundaries. A Queen of Wands in reverse. This was manipulation. Okay. Who's the Queen of Wands in reverse? The Grim Reaper. The relationship is over. No second chances. So this is like someone saying they need to be defended and protected from death. From death, or from a relationship that's over. Sudden change, shocking news, and epiphany. An epiphany. shocking news about the fact that someone didn't make a call. Confirmation. Or maybe this ties into my other crime hours that I just did, or something about how they fake the audio. Like they're using a listening device and they're calling a number, but they're just playing something off of a listening device. Like it's not actually the person that is talking on the phone. It's just the listening device that they're playing off of, and it's supposed to sound like someone's on the other line, but it's not. It's a listening device, possibly even that's been manipulated, where the voice has been changed with AI. Yeah, something about calling anonymously. I got that a long time ago. Anonymous calls, VPN, GPS spoofing, and then using the listening device recordings to fake a phone call of some sort. Is that what this is? Oh, I just exposed something here. Okay, Seven of Swords reverse, exposed. The Four of Pentacles, that they're using something that they have in their possession, which I feel like is a listening device, or it's some sort of a program where they have like a bunch of different audio recordings on there. This is what they keep using, or some sort of a backup, or I don't know, some sort of chat history, audio recordings. They're using something here to manipulate the audio, to manipulate somebody speaking. Okay. The High Priestess. All right, there's my confirmation. That's how they're doing it. Okay, so let's see what this Devil is here. This audio recording, the Devil, a detective, dealer, D-E-D-E, detective and a deal with a detective, a meeting and a knife, something about a knife, something about a meeting. Okay. They made a report here about something with a land. They made a report, the land. Offshore. Okay, this could have something to do with like, what I'm getting here immediately is like, let's say you're going outside, okay, and you're going to go out in nature, land. Making a report about that. So it's like an audio recording of you camping, maybe going outside, camping, okay, camping knife, something like that. B, abuse. And this has to do with your voice. A report that was made using your voice. Sold their soul. And opioids. W-M. A kidnapping. A. Kidnapping. A-M-A-W-A. That's the smoking, G-U-N. Yeah, something about a G-U-N, something about a knife. Somebody's voice. Or maybe it's not your voice, maybe it's someone else's voice. A-M. They made a report about someone with a knife or with a G-U-N. So that could be anyone. I mean, if they're using like voice manipulation, then it could literally be these people saying God knows what, recording themselves saying the craziest shit, and then they throw it through some sort of a software that changes the voice to sound like someone else, and then they fake a phone call that way. They pretend that it's someone you know, or they pretend it's you making a phone call. S, gossip and slander. GS, that someone is running away, running away, that somebody is running away, or they want to run away, kidnapping, they want to run away with a child, kidnapping, because of a GUN and a knife. What the fuck? Okay. This has to do with somebody buying something at a hotel. Buying a hotel, a local, buying a hotel. The metadata is of E. The metadata can be tied to E, or the metadata of E. The metadata, what does that mean? The geolocation. Right, the geolocation, the metadata. Yeah, something about that GPS spoofing thing, okay. This is their warning. That somebody making a testimony about a key. The warning, key, testimony, P. Key, Moni, P. Huh? The key? What does that mean? An accountant or an account. A narcissist. This has to do with a testimony about a narcissist. P, pencil, an accountant, someone here is corrupt, very corrupt, something about putting someone in jail or prison, okay, O. A corrupt person tried putting you in jail or prison with some sort of a testimony about a narcissist. A lawyer. And a hacker, because of a lawyer and a hacker. Okay. This has to do with a doctor and a stalker. Somebody stalking someone, stalking a doctor. Okay, somebody stalking a doctor. This has to do with a lawyer and a hacker. ER, emergency. Emergency. They said it was an emergency. Pictures. ER again. International bank account number. That's the truth about holiday and hair. Someone's hair and a holiday. Okay, holiday, hair. This is the truth about someone's hair. The truth about a holiday. Hair. This is giving me like your hair is in the food accidentally. Okay. Like everybody's eating Christmas dinner and then there's accidentally a hair in someone's food. I don't know where that came from. All right. So they said that there was an emergency. All right. They claimed there was an emergency and they did this with some sort of an audio recording. Anything else about this emergency? they made a report. So they tried to report something to the police about a kidnapping a child internationally. They tried to report that somebody was going to kidnap a child and take it internationally. Okay. E, jail or prison. And they were hoping that it would put you in jail or prison, or that it would get you taken into custody. International kidnapping, E. CPS, yeah, a child. Binding, they're trying to bind something to someone here. CPS, Child Protective Services, or something about protecting a child because of a kidnapping, an international kidnapping. The IRS, CPS, IRS, CPS, IRS, wire, UAE. I'm getting the UAE confirmation. Okay. Tax evasion and cocaine. Cocaine, trying to evade something here with taxes and cocaine. Antibiotics. And yeah, they tried to press charges on you, all right? Or someone did. So they tried to call the police and make a report that you were trying to evade taxes and something about cocaine, and that you planned on antibiotics, okay? And then you planned on leaving the country with a child. All right. Possessed by a demon. H, the phone call about H. The phone call about H, or something on the phone. The phone call is about H, identity fraud. Something about the UAE. Those three letters, L. Malicious intent. Okay. Negotiation. A hostage negotiation. They tried to say, okay, they tried to say that you had malicious intent here, some sort of a hostage negotiation. They try to report you to the authorities, claiming you're holding someone hostage. Something about a kidnapping a child, all right? A binding, right? Oh, that you bound someone up. That's what it is, bounding. You bound up a hostage. You have them duct taped and tied up or something like that. That's the report that they wanted to make. Or I don't know if this is future or if it's past, if that's what they're planning right now. Street drugs, Google search, that's the answer. That's the answer for a Russian. The answer has to do with a Google search. GS. The answer about the GS, street drugs, has to do with a hostage situation, a hostage negotiation, pressing charges on someone for kidnapping a child or tying up a child, binding someone, holding them hostage. because of some sort of sexting, that number one, because of sexting and the number one. Cartel, credit card, car, something about the car, something about your car, a card, cartel, or a card, a credit card. Is this the past or is this the future? Is this the past or is this what they're planning? The Two of Pentacles. This has to do with a King of Wands and a message to have someone imprisoned and trapped. Six of Swords, because of someone leaving. Judgment. This has to do with how someone here is trying to switch something around. They're trying to flip something around, change something by making a report to have someone imprisoned, have someone trapped in order to get away with something, get out of something. A King of Wands is not the one that made the call. So did they impersonate the King of Wands as well, or what? Did they impersonate someone? Like, what is that? The Fool, a leap of faith, a risk that they took. The Tower. The Tower, a catastrophe, a massive catastrophe, okay? The Eight of Wands, something being blocked. The Knight of Pentacles, their strategy being blocked, or something backfiring. Something was blocked. This has to do with their plan. Okay, this is their plan. This is their plan for the future surrounding a family situation, a group of people, a party, a gathering, celebration with family or something like that. This is their plan for the future. It's their plan for the future. So what are they planning here in the future? Somebody driving somewhere. Chronic illness. C. Pulled in for questioning, driving somewhere. They want to pull someone in for questioning over a chronic illness. A truck driver. A truck driver. CB. A truck. CB, a truck. Someone driving a truck. A truck driver. Someone driving a truck. CB. G. Roofied. Prosty. Where did that go? Death certificate. ER, an emergency, a death. Or did somebody go to the ER? I don't know. Somebody went to the emergency room. This is a warning about what someone is buying. This is a warning about what someone is buying. This is the truth about the pictures. The truth about the pictures. The truth about the ER. Truth about the emergency room. Truth about a picture. A warning. It's a warning. Somebody, it has to do with somebody abusing opioids. And V. Someone driving a truck, abusing opioids. V. Pictures, abusing opioids. V. Or is it a vacuum? No, it's something about driving under the influence, all right? Driving under the influence. So they could have tried to put drugs in your car to make it look like you're driving under the influence or you're abusing some sort of drugs, okay? Even though they broke into your car, most likely. What the hell is going on here? Tell me about what they're planning. Are they planning this report? Or is this what they already did in the past? Something about having someone tied up, hostage situation. M. Somebody buying a prosty. V. MV. Somebody buying something from a prosty. Pulled in for questioning. About E. Cocaine. Possession of cocaine, a credit card. They want to pull someone in for questioning over a car and cocaine in the car. Buying cocaine in the car and someone being a prosty. Or is it a prescription? Buying a prescription, they want to pull someone in for questioning. The scam. Scam and evading taxes. Yeah, something about this identity fraud and a negotiation, okay? Because of identity fraud, when it comes to negotiation, tax evasion, something can be traced back to them, cryptocurrency undercover. They thought they were doing something undercover, but it can actually be traced back to them because of some sort of crypto. This has to do with a sacrifice, debt, and poison, and a pharmacy. What? You're not really telling me what they're planning. Okay. Has to do with a restraining order and someone having debt. All right. Or an order, or somebody wanted something ordered, or somebody ordered something. What did they order? A warrant. Okay, so somebody wanted a warrant for your arrest, or they ordered this, a warrant for your arrest. Thief, but someone here is a thief. Enraged, and now the thief is enraged because of pharmaceutical drugs. And someone here was two-faced and deceptive on the internet. Because somebody is two-faced and deceptive on the internet, now they're angry because they try to steal something, or they're just a two-faced deceptive thief. And they try to get a warrant out for your arrest over pharmaceutical drugs. South America. No, never mind, no. A bribe. No what? Oh, you're saying it hasn't happened yet? A prosecutor or a district attorney, and J. So a prosecutor or district attorney tried getting a warrant out for your arrest over a crime and claimed that you were intoxicated. Yeah, something about drugs, being intoxicated. A copycat. A contract, C-O-C-O-C-O, and a relationship. ER. Someone going to the ER. Emergency room. Something about the ER, something about getting opioids in the ER, emergency room. From the emergency room. Y, yes, for cash. What? A letter. Yes. Yes. Something was stolen here. 2, they're trying to mirror something. Stolen, two-faced. Somebody here is two-faced, or they're trying to switch something around. They're trying to mirror something. Something that was stolen from an emergency room. What? So they're trying to say some sort of pharmaceutical drugs were stolen from the emergency room, but this is mirrored, or this is flipped around in some sort of way. N. Third party betrayal in a car. And this has to do with something going on with a car and someone being betrayed by a third party. Okay, so some sort of cheating in a relationship, a betrayal. Okay, so somebody is two-faced and deceptive. Something is being mirrored here about something being stolen from the ER, or something is an emergency because somebody stole something. This has to do with trying to say you're driving under the influence or you're intoxicated. Okay. So the truth is coming out now about imprisonment, how they tried to get you arrested is what I feel. Someone tried to get a warrant out for your arrest, okay? And this has to do with the mailbox, post box, or the police. M. Selling something. T. Gasoline. Okay, gasoline. MT. TM. Something on a counterfeit document. Or it's a gas station, mailbox, MT, a counterfeit document. A counterfeit document, gasoline. Crown chakra K. So your crown chakra is lighting up right now for something, okay? It has to do with a counterfeit document. And it has to do with gasoline or gas or a gas line or a counterfeit document in the mailbox. This has to do with somebody stalking someone's property or cyber stalking someone's property. Somebody was cyber stalking a property, a counterfeit document in the mail. Has to do with gas, gasoline. And someone having a hacker and a security camera. Yeah, why does this little hacker not want you to have a security camera, huh? Why does the little hacker not want you to have a security camera? Because of a counterfeit document in the mailbox. And alcohol, someone being drunk. Yeah, but this can be traced back. Debt. Or something that this hacker did with a security camera can be traced back, and that's why debt, that was a dumb way. Dumb way, like there's a song, dumb ways to die, right? Yeah, that's what I'm getting with this hacker and a security camera, okay? Because that shit can be traced back, and that was a dumb way to die, right? Not that he's dying literally, but I'm just saying that was pretty stupid. So J. And a contract. Something about a contract. What is this with C-O-C-O-C-O here? N-C-O-N. Scam. Somebody is going to get pulled in for questioning. The sign or the message is that they need an alibi. The sign or the message is that somebody wants to pull someone in for questioning over a prescription. A prescription with C-O. They need an alibi for something. So wait a minute, is this about like, okay, so first they dump drugs in your car and then they want to like do a traffic stop and then they want to search your car and find the drugs in the car that they want to pin on you. Is that what the plan was? All right. You know what that's called? That's called cops planting evidence and then pretending to find it. All right. Real estate robbery. This has to do with something being stolen at a house. Or again, something with the ER. ER, something about going to the emergency room. Okay, paying for something. Paying for something, the emergency room, R. Paying for something. Child support, somebody paying child support. This has to do with someone paying child support? Fucking where are they paying child support? Okay, stealing something from a home, emergency room, paying something, child support. What the hell does that mean? Why does emergency room keep coming out? Game over. Because of game over? For you going to, so I feel like it's you going to the emergency room. Why is that game over though? Because of your hair, holiday, the UK. Because of someone's hair? Because of the day, a holiday, UK. HH. What the heck? A. Cocaine, credit card. Somebody buying cocaine with a credit card, or someone buying some sort of drugs with a credit card. UK. Okay, what? T, support. Support T. What does this mean? Blackmail. Someone being blackmailed, P. Or something about the mail, something that came in the mail. Blackmail. Something, a deal that someone made. T, again, the Midwest. A deal that someone made, DT, TD. Somebody's heart. PT, maybe that's a name. A black male, not this again, a black male. I mean, maybe I should add a white male too, but I don't know, that's what I'm getting. PT, or someone just being blackmailed. PT, to sabotage something. There's going to be a chain reaction, or to sabotage someone's chains. Because of a violent crime, and F. to sabotage something here. G, doing someone a favor here while someone is not home. Earth. So something of the earth, or something. ER, while someone's in the hospital, while someone is not home, they're in the hospital. ER. Someone did someone a favor. PT, did someone a favor. To sabotage something. To get a reaction. Okay, wait a minute. So basically, someone goes to the ER. Someone is in the hospital. Somebody is in an operation. Someone here, PT, okay, D, F, breaks into the car, throws drugs in the car, because the plan is to have you stopped at a traffic stop, and then they find the drugs in the car and get you for driving under the influence. Am I getting this right? Was that the plan here? So the plan was never to kill you. It was just to make sure the drugs are everywhere in the car so that you don't die, but you get pulled over. You get pulled over. They wanted you to get pulled over with drugs in the car, when in reality they dumped the drugs in the car. Okay, is that what this is? While you're not home. While you're not home, okay? Debt, alcohol, because of alcohol, debt. M, nudes, because of M and nudes and someone being drunk. Prosty, because of somebody being a prosty and being in debt and being drunk while they're not home, and nude. What the hell? What? Being drunk and nude. All right. Thief. Identity fraud, because something was stolen here, some sort of cash or something was stolen. Identity fraud, or they stole your identity. Debt collection, something about debt, being in debt, because they stole your collection. Debt collection. They stole your identity. The choice. This is good news. The question about P. It's good news because the question is about P. So P is the person that broke into your car, okay? I'm pretty sure. P broke into your car. No, never mind. No. No, okay. No. All right, then what? Then what is it? Water. P and water. So is it your P? Inheritance. Inheritance. Birth certificate. Peeing in a water bottle? Peeing in a water bottle? Have you ever done that? Well, I haven't. But I don't know why I'm getting that. Something about like having to pee really bad in the car, but there's no gas station. Gasoline, there's no gas station. So something about having to pee in a bottle. Having to pee in a cup, having to pee in a bottle because there's no gas station. What the hell? Is that what this is? Lawsuit. Blood. Bottle. Getting it on the seat. Oh my God. Does that something to do with getting pee on the seat? Because you were trying to pee in the bottle, but then you ended up peeing on the seat instead? And this has to do with forgery and a cybercrime. Forgery and a cybercrime has to do with someone peeing in a water bottle or trying to because there's no gas station and then peeing on the seat in the car. What does that have to do with them throwing drugs in the car, bro? What? Or did someone find pee in your seat, or pee in your, I don't know what that is. All right, money. No, they didn't. No. Okay. Copycat. No, it has to do with a copy, or something that they copied, or they try to copy this. No, they try to copy this. So because you're talking about having to pee in a water bottle in the car, they're throwing drugs in the water bottle and then throwing drugs in your car, and then they're pretending like, what exactly? What exactly? That you're intoxicated. That you're intoxicated, that you're drunk, that you're on drugs because there's... Ew, don't tell me that that's what they did. Ew. Is it water or is it pee? Like, where did they put the drugs, huh? Sacrifice. M and X. MX. I don't know, man. I don't know. Something about pee, something about water, something about peeing in a bottle, something about getting it on the seat. I don't know what the hell this is. Something about throwing drugs in the car. Something about trying to get you arrested for driving under the influence. Or they wanted it, or they wanted it in your pee. Like they wanted you to fail a pee test. Is that what this is? They wanted you to fail a pee test. Oh, like, a copycat. P. Identity fraud. Or did they do that? Or did identity fraud with P? Or is somebody using P, someone else's P, to pass a drug test? And I just got an email, 30% off of kidney support. Aren't the kidneys the one that filter your pee? A pee test. Somebody, a copycat, committed identity fraud with a pee test. Birth certificate, with a certificate. Crown chakra K and a security camera. Crown chakra PK. Somebody on a security camera, PK, has to do with somebody committing identity fraud with a birth certificate. Again, PK, I feel like that's a person, but why does that keep coming out? Because they did this person a favor with the mail, or this mail did someone a favor. H, PH, somebody moving out and a deposit. This has to do with you moving out of a house and your deposit. SEX, somebody moving out and the deposit has to do with the mailbox and P. Okay. Somebody trying to bind someone, phone call and a loan. Oh, who made the phone call? Oh, who made the phone call? Who made the phone call? That's what this is. Who made the fake phone call, the identity fraud phone call about someone being bound up in a house or somebody wanting to move out and they're bound up in a house or something like that? Who made the phone call? It's the same person that dumped drugs in the car. Okay, identity fraud. Projecting. Phone. Oh, who made the phone call? How did they project something with the phone? Okay, so I'm just assuming it's the same person that dumped drugs in the car while someone was in the ER or while someone was at the doctor's office or something like that. Okay. Right, all right. Tax evasion, the deal with the heart chakra, earth, heart. Okay. What else? Hotel. Yeah, while someone was staying at a hotel. Okay, so either it's a hotel or it's a hospital or it's an ER or it's just not home. Okay, somebody was not home. The car was parked by a hotel or by a doctor's office or something like that. Someone knew where someone was here. They knew where your car was. All right. Camera, jurisdiction. This is how they tried to change the jurisdiction with something on a camera. Claiming that they're a recording, claiming that there had been a breakup, compensation, something about the money or a paper trail, compensation. So they used a recording, right? An audio recording of a breakup over compensation, money or paper trail to pretend to make a fake phone call, a fake report to the police, throw something in the mailbox, and then throw drugs in the car. Okay, and it's all the same person that did it, all of it. Is that what you're trying to tell me? This is how they try to get something transferred with an accountant. Okay, so it could be the same location or place where an accountant lives or is, all right, in your state or country or whatever. They did them a favor here. Identity fraud. All right. So what's the question? Is the question, why did they do them a favor with the identity fraud? Or is it the person that did it? Breakup. The information about the breakup. Trying to get someone put in jail or prison with this information about a breakup. Saying something about going internationally. Wire antibiotics. Something about antibiotics and a wire. Something about a wire and antibiotics. Okay. Fire. Wire, fire, liar, higher, local, W or M. An offer. Offer, fire, wire, ER. Something about the ER, man. Hostage. Claiming they're being held hostage and the whole time someone is in the hospital or what? Or they're with a doctor. Claiming that they're being held hostage. What? Changing hands. This is how they wanted something to change hands. Claiming that there's a hostage situation. That someone has a GUN, okay? Number 5, hacking. Okay, hacking. Because of a hacker here. Number 5. Something with a GUN and a hacker. Okay, anything else? J. They're trying to cover something up. With a disguise. Somebody thought they were wearing a disguise. They thought they could cover something up here with a disguise. Saying something about meeting and a knife. That somebody wants to have a meeting with a knife, or somebody wants to bring a knife to a meeting. What they're trying to cover up is a meeting, or trying to meet with someone, and then someone having a knife and wearing a disguise. This is what they're trying to cover up. Stealing something from the mailbox, robbery, post box, a third party. Yeah, something about a third party, somebody stealing something out of the mailbox, or something with the mailbox, or stealing a box, stealing something from a box, a third party, UK, a national death, stealing something out of a box, or again, it's like, hey, where's your camping knife? I need your camping knife. Isn't it in this box right here? Don't you have your camping knife in this box? I need it. I need to use your camping knife. All right. Anything else? About this plan or whatever got blocked here with justice, the phone call in reverse. It has to do with DNA and someone's paternity. Okay. So someone's paternity and the DNA of a child, maybe. Wi-Fi, or someone's wife is trying to hide the paternity of a child in a marriage. Oh, look what comes out, wife. I can't. This all has to do with a wife who's trying to hide the paternity and the DNA of a child, all right? They're using some sort of screenshots here with something from the beauty industry, somebody and their taxes, or they tried to do someone's taxes here, and that's why they planned this at the hospital, because of a will or a wife, or with someone's wife, okay? Or someone's being blackmailed. So they're blackmailing someone's wife or ex-wife with the paternity of a child, and they're blackmailing them to help with this plan that while someone is in the hospital or at the doctor's office, they're going to set something up with a phone call or a fake police report because of taxes. They did someone's taxes in this area. It's connected to the area, and they need jurisdiction over the taxes. That's why they did that in that place. It has to do with taxes or an accountant, and they're blackmailing someone's wife to help, okay? Oh. It has to do with an employee or a store. That's the sign or the message. All right, the questions. That's the sign or the message for the betrayal and someone getting pulled in for questioning over a betrayal. Or that's the sign or the message for the question about the betrayal. Yeah, I feel like whatever this is, it doesn't have much to do with the betrayal as much as it has to do with the jurisdiction of an accountant or something with taxes and tax evasion and something about throwing drugs in the car, okay? Or maybe that's how they're trying to get jurisdiction over something, is by throwing drugs in the car. I don't know. All right, medical records. Okay, I'm gonna leave it at that. Hope this helps, guys. Thanks for watching. Until next time, bye.